Hello, everybody, and welcome to the United Stand with your latest Manchester United news. I hope everybody is doing well and okay. It's me, Faz, back with your most latest important news for Manchester United in this transfer season. Look, good times ahead. Good times ahead indeed. We have a striker. We have a midfielder. We have a new goalkeeper, but still we do not have Amrabat that we need to go and sort out. What is going to happen with this Fred situation, we're not sure. The latest news, as it stands, as of today, Fred to Galatasaray seems to be off at the moment, according to Fabrizio Romano. The talks are off. We knew that Fred to Galatasaray might have happened for £20 million, but it doesn't seem like that is going to happen. Galatasaray, who've actually been very, very, very active in this transfer market. They've signed Icardi, they've signed Ayan, they've signed Karim from Borussia Leverkusen. They've signed loads of players, absolutely loads of players. They've even gone and signed Wilfred Zaha. But they're hesitating to sign Fred. Whether that be from the Galatasaray side or whether that be from Manchester United side, I'll get into that and talk to you a bit more about that, even into the mods as well, and to everybody in the chat. Other bits of news, Sofian Amrabat has turned down multiple lucrative offers from Saudi Pro League as well, as he wants to join Manchester United. I'll dive into that. Donny van der Beek to Real Sociedad, it seems a bit shaky. Negotiations are still continuing in the next few days, according to Fabrizio. So there's another bit of news on that. Harry Maguire to Wolves could be an option if Wolves are able to sell Maximilian Kilman. Wolves will need a centre-back. That's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to get into that as well. Official announcement on Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo will miss the first part of Premier League season after he sustained a new injury during the tour in America. So, couple of bits of news that I'll get into straight off the back. Let's just start off with Fred, first and foremost. We all want Amrabat, don't we? Everybody here wants Amrabat. Everybody thinks that Amrabat will be an upgrade to our midfield. He will be a fantastic option to partner up with Casemiro, to play alongside Bruno, to help out Mason Mount further up the pitch. Just overall, he'll be defensively very, very good. His passing ability will be very good as well. But unfortunately, nothing seems to be happening with Sofian Amrabat deal. And that is because we all know we need to sell players. That's the most important, crucial thing with this deal. We've got all the other deals over. I don't know how magically we've managed to find all this money. I remember we were struggling to think we have 120 million to spend in this transfer window. But hey, long behold, we actually have more than 120 million. But if we want to comply with FFP, we must somehow sell Fred or Harry Maguire or Donny van der Beek or anyone. So I think it's crunch time for Murta Madness. All of the people who think John Murta has been doing a good job in this transfer window because he's been able to get some players. I've always said this from day one, that it's not really the best window in terms of selling players. You know, look at the other side as well. Disasi, Todibo, these players, we wanted centre-back options that are leaving, that are going to other clubs. Mark has mentioned it in his stream as well. We wanted Kim Min-jae, who's now gone. So that's another centre-back as well that we wanted. We wanted Rabiot, couldn't make that deal happen. We wanted either Kane, Osimhen, couldn't make that deal happen because of money. We wanted Frankie de Jong, couldn't make that happen because of Barcelona. Loads of players Ten Hag wanted that he couldn't get. We wanted Hakpo, that we couldn't get. Darwin Núñez, that never happened. It shouldn't look. I hope that it doesn't come down to it where we struggle to sell players and then we aren't able to buy Sofian Amrabat, because we need to equip ourselves in the best way possible. Absolutely best way possible for this season. I had a little poll as well, in Twitter. Where do people think that Manchester United are going to end up this season? With all these players coming in, I think Amrabat the missing puzzle? No, I wouldn't say so. But making sure that Fred leaves this club is a part of business that we need to conduct so that we can upgrade our midfield. Scott McTominay is another one that I thought was going to leave Manchester United. But hey, who would you much rather keep? Scott McTominay or Fred? Can we have a poll, seeing as we are on this Fred topic? Can we have a poll, admin, if you're in the chat? Scott McTominay, I know, admin, I'm sorry I'm putting you through your paces today a little bit. I know you're not feeling the best, but could we get a poll, Scott McTominay or Fred? Because I was under the impression that Scott McTominay and Fred will be leaving. But Fabrizio says it is 100% sure that Fred will leave Manchester United. That is 100%. Where to, we don't know, but it's 100%. I mean, that's coming straight from Fabrizio Romano. But then, on the other hand, Fred to Galatasaray deal is currently off. But it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. You know, it doesn't mean that. It still, you know, the deal can still happen. Maybe there's parts of negotiation that's not, you know, going well. But I hope Manchester United to sort it out. We always overpay for players and undervalue the players that need to be sold. I think Fred should have been, if Fred was in another club, he could have gone for 30 million, 35 million. But because he's in Manchester United and we don't conduct business properly, he is going to go for 20 million, maybe even 15, maybe even 10 million. And we need all the money that we can get to buy Sofyan Amrabat. Sofyan Amrabat is going to set us back 25, 30 million along those lines. We need to sell Fred at a good value as much as we can. Good bit of business to sell Anthony Elanga for 15 million. Nathan Bishop, a couple of other players have left as well. Zidane Iqbal, who's left as well. Ethan Laird, who's left as well. So we've tried to scrape the money that we could. But it's not going to be enough to get Sofyan Amrabat unless we go and sell Fred. And, you know, the thing is... Oh, the poll is up. Make sure you go and get your vote in. I don't know who I want to vote for, but I'm going to... You know what? Part of me wanted to keep Fred. I know he's inconsistent. I'll be honest. I know he's inconsistent. But sometimes when Fred turns up, boy, oh boy, does he turn up. I mean, guys, you all remember certain times against Barcelona, for example, away, that assist that he made on a half turn. How amazing was that? At one point, start of the season, Fred's left foot was like Messi's. He was absolutely rocketing balls in the back of the net. But again, it's one of those things. It's like a wave, you know. He goes up and then he goes down. He goes up and then he goes down. And you can't have that. You need at least some level of consistency. We've had similar, very, very small amount from Casemiro where he's had the odd off game. But, you know, overall, Casemiro's been consistent. Overall, Bruno's been great. Overall, you know, Eriksen has been great. We know that Eriksen doesn't have the legs to play for Manchester United consistently every single game. It's too much. But if you want to balance out the squad, and you need a good squad to be able to win trophies, you need a good squad to be able to go forward in Champions League, you will need Sofyan Amrabat. You will. And at the start, I was a bit skeptical about Sofyan Amrabat because is this the type of player Manchester United should be signing? Shouldn't we be looking at the Frankie de Jongs of this world, the top of the top? But you know what? I've slept on it, and the way I look at it is, it's not really a big of a risk. We're not breaking the bank for Sofyan Amrabat. We're not paying 80, 90, 100 million pound. It's 25, 30, 35 million. It's a good amount. It's a decent amount. You can expect some good quality football from him. We already know the abilities he's got. He's great at anticipating for the ball. He's great with switching the play. His physical awareness is very good. He's got loads of different attributes that he can add to Manchester United. Some of the people, you know, very minute amount of people wanted to keep Marcel Sabitzer. But we know, again, Marcel might not be that player defensively for us. But Sofyan could be. And he's come leaps and bounds since the World Cup. We've seen how well he's played in the World Cup, so maybe he could carry that form. I'm gonna, on this vote anyways, let me just make my vote. Should we keep Fred or Scott? I think you want to be ruthless. You know, you have to concentrate. I would have said both leave. Oh, actually, majority of people agree with me. 62% of the people say both should have left Manchester United. 17% said Fred leaves, but Scott stays. 16% says Scott leaves and Fred stays. And 4%, which is Ricky and his burner account, says neither leave. But yeah, I think both should have left. But look, According to Fabrizio, he's 100% leaving, so it's a matter of time what happens. What's very positive to see is Sofian Amrabat turned down, numerous lucrative offers from other clubs, Prem clubs, Saudi clubs, and that's very nice. Absolutely love to see it. You love to see a player that wants to come to Manchester United. On the other hand, you see in Wolves where Ruben Neves has dipped to Al Hilal, and no disrespect to Ruben Neves at all. No disrespect to Ruben Neves at all. But Ruben Neves could have played in the top 4 in Premier League in any other clubs, and he wanted his payday, and he went to Al Hilal for 60 million euros, around that price range. Speaking on Wolves, though, Harry Maguire to Wolves could be a possibility, according to Ben Jacob, who spoke about this on the United Stand previously with Beth. Make sure you go and check out that show as well. Harry Maguire. Someone says, Faz, Ricky's coming for you. Ricky, mate. Let's have it. Harry Maguire could be a target for Wolves if they sell Maximilian Kilman, who is wanted by Napoli. If I'm not mistaken, Wolves got like three centre backs, maybe 4. I think they're really short on the centre back position, so they could do with a centre back as well. And we do know that Wolves has the money. They made 50-60 million from Ruben Neves. Nathan Collins is another player that they sold. They've got money from. Connor Cody is another player they sold. Raul Jimenez is another player they sold. They sold quite a few players, and they have quite a bit of money. So if you want to do a bit of good business, John Murta, how about tell Wolves 30 million? And let's make it happen. Let's get the hotter than the sun. Here we go for Harry Maguire to Wolves. I think Harry Maguire would play regular minutes in Wolves. Yeah, you can expect that. Harry Maguire wants to play first team minutes, rejuvenate his career. And why not? This is the thing. Why not do it in a club where you're going to get loads of minutes? Why do you want to play for Manchester United and fight for your spot? This is what I don't understand. This is what baffles me. Why? He's making it difficult for Manchester United, and frankly, I'm going to be very honest, he's making it difficult for himself. He absolutely is making it difficult for himself. Make sure you get your super chats in if you want to ask me a question or have your opinions read out as well. Mario Franco says there's no hot. Shout out to Starkey. McFred must leave, says Mario. He doesn't want any more of McFred. He's seen enough over the years. Scott plays well without Fred. Fred plays well without Scott. It's an interesting one. But then I think Fred, who's the better player of Fred and Scott? You can never tell. On a particular day, one turns up. On a particular day, the other turns up. But yeah, on this Harry Maguire thing, he's making it difficult for his own career. Honestly, I don't know what he wants from Manchester United. He knows that the fans are not behind him. He knows that the manager is not behind him. Why are you purposely thinking you are going to do the impossible, which is find your way into the starting 11 in Manchester United? You're not. And I'm going to be very straight up and honest with you guys. Very straight up. I think he's here for the paycheck. I really do. I'll just say it as it is. I think he's here because he's on a good contract and he doesn't want to leave. Plain and simple. Where else is he going to get that sort of wage? Absolutely. Where else? Manchester United, Harry Maguire, England. Sounds good, right? Sounds good. So Harry should just look deep into his career and think to himself, do I want to play? Do I want to go down a shameful route of staying in a club at 30 years old, not playing regular minutes, but then starting for England, but then now as well, my England position is up for grabs. Should I embarrass myself that way? Or should I go play first team minutes, starting 11 minutes in Wolves or West Ham? And maybe Southgate might rethink and get me back into the England squad. Also, Manchester United are also, they have a part to play in this as well, because we do know Harry Maguire to West Ham. West Ham had offered 20 million for Harry Maguire and Manchester United declined. And I understand why. They want more money, so I get that. But I don't know. I just think I just think Manchester United should have negotiated with West Ham. We saw in that report as well that West Ham might not come back with an improved offer. And a lot of people are sat here saying he should have left, he should have left, he should go. But when West Ham offered 20 million, Manchester United didn't take it. They didn't take it. And Kilman, I hope he can find a new home. I hope he can get his transfer to Napoli or wherever, and we can go and move Harry Maguire on and make some space for a new centre back. I would much rather play Luke Shaw in centre back than see Harry Maguire stay in this club. I really, really, honestly. So yeah, that's kind of the latest on the Harry Maguire situation. I don't have any agenda or any vendetta against Harry Maguire. I just think he's absolutely not good enough to play our system, and I've been adamant that he could play in many other systems, just not Manchester United. It's as simple as that. I cannot understand how Harry's advisors, how the people around him that he trusts can tell him that you can win your space, you can win your place back in Manchester United. Honestly, it's the most delusional thing ever. Absolutely ever. Even Dembele is moving to PSG, and he was in Barca for how many years? And Barca fans were sick of him at one point. So I don't understand what Harry's trying to do here. I really don't. I couldn't care less how much you're training, how many times. You've had years in Manchester United and it's just not worked. It's gone from bad to worse every time, to the point where, I'm not going to make a big mountain out of it, by the way, but, even a new keeper's shouting at you. That's all I got to say. Yet he thinks he can win it back. I don't understand. There's levels to delusion here. Dazo, thank you very much for your super chat. Says, if I was Maguire, no way I would go to Wolves. They will struggle next season. He could play for better. Not Man United, though. Better like who? Tell me. Who else could he play for? Who would be better? West Ham? Where did West Ham end up last season? Where do you think they will end up this season with Declan Rice leaving? Please do tell. Do you think he can go to Italy? Do you think any club in Italy want him? I mean, Saudi Arabia are picking up players left, right, and center. Absolutely. All the players that they can possibly sign, they're signing. Yet nobody wants to come for Harry Maguire, who's got loads of caps for England. Nobody, absolutely nobody, is chasing for Harry Maguire. And what does that say? Man, I don't know with this Harry situation. Darren, thank you very much for your super chat as well. Darren says, I think Harry should get a better agent to transfer him to another club. What do you think about Onana from Everton? Maybe swap Maguire for Onana. Look, Harry Maguire's agent is a very powerful agent. I don't know if people actually know this, but his agent is very, very well connected. I actually thought Harry Maguire could be going to Newcastle. This was months and months ago. This was like middle of last season. I was under the impression that Newcastle, Harry Maguire could be a possibility, but that didn't happen. There's no links anyways. So, yeah, and Newcastle had a very good season, so I don't think they're going to ruin that by getting Harry Maguire. And they don't play that type of football anyways. So, yeah, that's my thing with Harry Maguire to Newcastle. But Harry Maguire to Everton, right, you say, swap deal. Amadou Onana, swap deal. Look, I actually like Onana from Everton, the midfielder, not the keeper, by the way. I like the keeper, obviously. He's our keeper. But the midfielder, Onana, I really like him. I think he's a Manchester United quality player. He can become a Manchester United quality player. He's very, very young. Only 21 years old. Loads of potential. Done really well in the Premier League. Obviously not the team itself, sure. But I think he has loads of potential. Just like Caicedo, he's had a fantastic season with Brighton. I think, a player like Amadou Onana could do really, really well in a good side. And Everton just about stayed out of relegation, just about. But I still think he's a great player. I really do. A lot of people don't think the same. They think he's not that quality of a player. And fair enough, but I would have liked him. A swap deal would be nice. Yeah, it would be nice, but I don't think Manchester United are smart enough to do that sort of swap deal. And on top of that, let me just say this, 2 pence on Johnny Evans. What a gentleman, absolute class guy. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Why do we have Johnny Evans in Manchester United? Can someone in the chat tell me, please? Why are we considering giving a 35-year-old Johnny Evans a new contract for 1 year? Please, someone explain. Someone explain. What do you think Johnny Evans brings to Manchester United? Really, what do you think Johnny Evans, who got relegated with Leicester City, brings to Manchester United? I really don't understand. Honestly, I don't know why. I absolutely do not know why Manchester United are doing this, and it speaks volumes on the board. They fumbled Kim Min-jae. They can't get Todibo. They can't get Disasi, and they went and got Johnny Evans. And you and I both knew that Johnny Evans is not coming to gain fitness. He was never coming to gain fitness. I can see Johnny Evans getting a 1-year deal, and I'm not for it. Honestly, this is not how ruthless football clubs and football clubs at the highest level move. Absolutely. Honestly, what winning mentality? Wait a second. Someone says Johnny Evans brings winning mentality. What winning mentality? Do we not have 2 World Cup winners in our squad? Do we not have numerous Champions League wins from Casemiro and Varane? What winning mentality are you talking about? Was that the winning mentality Johnny Evans used in Leicester when Leicester got relegated? I'm very cutthroat and I'm very straightforward and I'm very honest. You guys want the club to be ruthless, but a lot of you are okay with this mediocrity. Oh, he's Johnny Evans, leave him alone. Oh, leave him alone. I don't get it. I really don't get it. We have World Cup winners. We have Champions League winners. But you think Johnny Evans has winning experience with a relegated Leicester team. Did he not use his experience in Leicester then? But what is he going to bring? Vibes? Nah, let's be honest here. You have to call a spade a spade. Mediocrity and toxic positivity. I'll be honest. Just straight up. Thank you very much to Renate, who's donated 5 memberships. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that as well. Kian says, Maguire was never going to West Ham. I said this to Mark. There has been massive issues between Moyes and West Ham board. Moyes may lose his job. Something you might know that I don't. There might be extra bit of information that you know that I don't. Another super chat there. Let me just see. Scott says, 1 word, Glazers are still in charge. That's not 1 word. Glazers are still in charge. That's 5 words. So I don't know why 1 word. I think you meant 1 word Glazers, if that's what you meant. But 1 word, Glazers are still in charge. Reason why Evans is in the squad. Yet people won't look at it. People will not look at it that way. Honestly. People will not look at it that way. They will somehow tie it to Johnny Evans brings experience. He has winning pedigree. He is from the Sir Alex Ferguson era. So, yeah, bring him in. Like, did he not have any other club to go and gain fitness? Really and truly? Do Manchester United not have 2 to 5 million to go and get a loanee player for centre-back? But Johnny Evans is better than Maguire. Wait a second. Hold on. Johnny Evans is better than Maguire, yet you wouldn't take 20 million for Maguire. Well. Where do we... Well, ain't that some... Johnny Evans is better than Harry Maguire, yet people will not take 20 million for Harry Maguire to West Ham. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I absolutely don't get it. I don't get it at all. A lot of people are saying Mike is bad. Mike is bad. I don't know why. Mike is okay. Admin, are you there? I think the mic is okay, so please do let me know. But yeah, I texted admin before. I think the mic is okay. Anyways, moving on to the next topic anyways, from Harry Maguire is Donny van der Beek. Understand that Manchester United and Real Sociedad remain locked in talks for Donny van der Beek deal. Negotiations will continue in the next days. Feeling remains same for Fred, who'll 100% leave United. These are crucial steps for Amrabat deal. As always said, no bid yet. So yeah, no bid yet from Real Sociedad for Donny van der Beek. It was interesting that Donny said, you know, a move might be round the corner. So we'll, again, one of those situations where we will have to wait and see what happens. Fabrizio himself has said, look, these are the crucial steps to go and get Amrabat. if you want Sofyan Amrabat, you will have to sell Donny van der Beek. And it's such a shame that Donny has to go. You know, I did a hit or miss with Beth. I remember that video that's on Instagram now, on the United Stands Instagram. And she asked me, do you think Donny van der Beek will be a hit or miss for Manchester United? Do you think he will be a, good part for the squad? And I don't think Donny has a future in Manchester United. I don't, unfortunately. I think Ten Hag, when he came in, he could have used Donny, but he didn't. So I just look at it this way. His injuries had a big impact on his performance and his career in Manchester United. So I think, looking at it from that way, I think it's okay for him to leave. Again, it's okay for him to leave. So yeah. So looking at it from the Donny and Manchester United side, I just hope Real Sociedad make some sort of bid. How much do you think we should sell Donny for as well? I want to know this from the chat. Admin, can we get a poll, if you don't mind, please? I love these polls. How much do you think Donny van der Beek would go for? 20 million? 10, 20 million? How much do you think? 20, 20, 25, 15? How much? I don't know. I'm a bit confused with the Donny valuation. 15, 5? No, you're trolling. 15 million, I think 15 million is fair. A lot of people are saying 15 million. Yeah, a lot of people are saying 15 million. So I would have said, look, a 15 million for Donny, a 20, 25 million for Fred gets us Sofyan Amrabat, and that would be great. Donny is not going to play regular first team minutes. He's not going to get a lot of minutes in Manchester United. So it's okay for him to go. And if we can get 15 million to 20 million for him, that'll be good set of business. That will be good set of business. And I wish Donny nothing but the best at all. Absolutely nothing but the best. Moving on from the Donny stuff, Amad Diallo. Let's touch on Amad Diallo. Such an unfortunate thing for Amad. Amad will miss the first part of Premier League season after he sustained a knee injury during the tour in America. Look, that's the official announcement from Manchester United. A lot of blessings, right? They come in disguise. We didn't get Frankie de Jong. We ended up getting Casemiro. And I'm not really complaining. I'll be honest. I'm not. We tried to flirt with Donny van der Beek. We've tried to flirt with Frankie de Jong again and again. We tried to flirt with Barcelona again and again. But the flirting didn't work. And we ended up having a nice date with Casemiro, and the deal got done. And all of us are so happy with Casemiro. What a player he's been for Manchester United. Some would say he's been an absolutely fantastic player, to the point where he's probably the best signing for Manchester United. I think Martinez is the best signing, and then Casemiro after. But still, a lot of people think Casemiro is the best signing, and I can see why. Ahmad was supposed to go, or maybe could have gone on another loan. But this injury might mean he doesn't go on loan. Would that mean once he's back, we see him have some minutes for the first team in cup games, start seeing him getting some minutes in the odd games, 30 minutes here, 45 minutes in a cup run? That would be great. Same with Pellistri, by the way, another player that I really want Manchester United to keep. Absolutely, really want Manchester United to keep. Could be a blessing in disguise. I just hope he recovers well, and I hope he can come back stronger than ever. It's very unfortunate. He deactivated, I think, his Twitter as well, and he put out a message on his Instagram for the fans as well, saying, he's keeping faith in God and he's going to be back stronger. But yeah, I think it could be a blessing in disguise. It's unfortunate, of course, but he could have gone on loan if he was fit. And now that he's not, he might not go on loan, and he might end up staying. And Ten Hag might end up utilising him. And I really need players on that right-hand side. Desperately. You need it. I need it. Ten Hag needs it. We need players on the right-hand side. And we have Pellistri. We have Sancho, and we most definitely can use Amad Diallo. Absolutely. I still think Amad needs to kind of bulk up a little bit. I don't know if you guys agree or not. I think it's something that Ahmad could do it for the Premier League anyways. He's had a fantastic loan spell. But to do well in the Premier League, I think he would need to bulk up a little bit. But hey, that comes with the gym and everything else. But we'll see what happens. I just hope it doesn't become a reoccurring thing. I just hope it's nothing serious, and I hope he's okay. As far as I know, it's not a bad injury, so he'll be fine. He should be fine. Let me see the other bits of news as well. There's been some quotes that have come out from Diallo that I want to read out to you guys as well. Let me just bring it up and read it out to you all. Diallo says, obviously, as we know, Diallo's got a new contract lasting till 2028 with a year extension included. Diallo says, it feels so much like home, to be honest. Every time we play at home, it's the routine going to Old Trafford, and expect that the fans are going to be there before the game, so you get a little bit of connection beforehand with them every single game. Diallo, Diogo, I like what you did there. You see, I don't know if you guys know, but me and Diallo, we've met a few times. I think like 7 times maybe. And Diallo's my best mate. That was my best mate. He doesn't know it yet, but yeah, he's my best mate. People are saying check X. What's X? Everybody's saying check X. I don't know what's X. Oh, you mean Twitter? Okay, Twitter. Elon, I know what you did. Let me just bring up. Rasmus Hojlund has just signed a 5-year contract with option for a further year as new Manchester United player. Done, sealed, delivered. Done. Nice and simple. Brilliant. Rasmus Hojlund is officially a Manchester United player. I think the announcement will come in the next 48 hours or something from official channels. But yeah, that's amazing. Fantastic. Medical passed, contract signed, pictures are being taken probably, and he's going to be, well, he is a Manchester United player. A deal that we waited and dilly-dallied about for quite a bit, but we finally got it over. A lot of money has been paid for potential, and I hope it is worth it. Something that we need to be patient about, and we all know that he's young. We all know that he will need time to settle in, but it's perfectly fine. Absolutely perfectly fine. He's our project. He's our player, and Manchester United fans are definitely behind him, myself included. I did see a post about Gonçalo Ramos going to PSG, and I am a bit upset, not because he's going to PSG and not because Manchester United didn't sign him, as much as I like Gonçalo Ramos and would have liked him to come Manchester United, because we do need another striker, but I'm upset that he's not playing in the Premier League. I think a player like Gonçalo Ramos should be in the Premier League, absolutely, but that's another conversation in itself. But yeah, a lot of people are saying the mic is bad. But you know what? The mic isn't bad because the admin has confirmed that the mic is perfectly fine. So people who are trying to troll me with the mic today, it ain't going to work. And I'll just time you guys out. Simple. So hold it. At the end of the day, I'm mod now. So yeah, mod bridge is here. So you guys try to troll me. I'll try and time you out. T for T. Anyways, moving on. As I was speaking on the Diallo... the Diallo quotes. Let me just go back to that as well. More on Rasmus Hojlund after contract signed a few minutes ago. Manchester United plan to unveil the Danish striker as the new... Manchester United plan to unveil the Danish striker as the new striker at Old Trafford on Saturday before friendly game versus Lens. Amazing. Someone said kiss the mic. Mwah. There you go. Here's your kiss. That's amazing. Fantastic. I will be there on Saturday. Back to Old Trafford. I will walk down the aisle. Unfortunately, it's not my wedding day, but I will still be walking down the aisle and go visiting Old Trafford. Sir Alex Ferguson stand. I'll be there to watch Manchester United play Lens. And I can't wait to see Rasmus, face to face. I can't wait to see him in real life. How do I say it without sounding like a fangirl or a fanboy? I just want to see how he looks. Am I bugging? I just want to see how he looks.
I remember when I saw Haaland for the first time, I was shocked. It was very big. It's very big. Um, I wonder how big Rasmus Hojlund is. What is he, 6 foot something? So yeah, excited. I mean, Wout Weghorst was massive, right? Wout was massive. So yeah, that's the latest from Fabrizio on Rasmus Hojlund. He's a Manchester United player unveiling on Saturday. So as I was just about to say, 48 hours it'll be before he's unveiled. Paulson says, "You're looking fresh, Faz. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I don't know if you're trying to flirt with me, but you're making me blush." Rasmus Hojlund is going to have a better season. I'm not doing that. I'm not reading it out because I know what you're trying to do. I'm reading out a super chat, but you're making me say it so they clip me and then they shag me. That's what you want. I'm not. No. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. You are not going to put me under this hole, so they clip me up. But according to Paulson Sports Clips, and Faz, I'm reading out this super chat. This is not my opinion. I repeat, this is not my opinion. Rasmus Hojlund is going to have a better season than Erling Haaland. Mark my word, not my word, by the way, not Faz's word. This is Paulson Sports Clips' word. Not mine. I repeat, I do not consent to any clippings and any shaggings. Just making you aware. Darren with a super chat says, would love to see United do a loan to buy on Kolo Muani as another striker to help Hojlund. That's a great one. Would love that as well. But I don't think that's going to happen. Someone said clipped. No, I don't consent, Kevin. I do not consent. Please don't clip me. Yeah, that would be great. Loan to buy option for Kolo Muani. Would have liked. Look, I would have absolutely. Oh my, Gonçalo Ramos, I absolutely adore. Right now, is probably one of my favorite strikers is Gonçalo Ramos. But look, I would absolutely love another striker. And how Manchester United can make that happen, you don't know. Deadline day settings. Are we going to get that on a deadline day? We got Marcel Sabitzer on a deadline day. I remember Adam was telling me, that's it, Faz. Deadline day is over. January deadline day done. Nobody's coming. Boom. In comes Marcel Sabitzer. So it could happen. It could happen. Clip. Don't clip nothing. Why you guys are saying you clip? No, don't clip and don't clip me. Nobody clip me, please. Stop this. You're making me nervous and you're giving me anxiety. I do not want to be clipped. I repeat, Faz, do not want to be clipped. Any clippings against me, you will hear from my lawyers. You will hear from my lawyers. And my lawyer is Better Call Saul. That's my lawyer, Saul, from Better Call Saul. So you better be aware. And he's a great lawyer. Renate says, great show tonight, Faz. Thank you very much. Love her. I appreciate that. Kisses for you as well. Everybody's getting kisses today. Anyways, I was on the Dalot quote. My best mate, Diallo, who's put out a few quotes. Can I please read my Diallo quote? Anyways. Admin. Whoa. Admin, I thought you've gone to bed. Admin is saying he's... Admin. No. This is... Where's Mark? We need HR here. Where's HR? We need HR for the chat because this is not fair on me. Anyways, Dalot quote. As I was reading, you guys making me blush quite a bit today. I don't know why. Am I blushing? I must be. I'm twerking. Anyways, Dalot says, it feels so much at home, to be honest. Every time we play at home, it's like a routine. Going to Old Trafford, and expect that the fans are going to be there before the game. He means me, because I'm there every game. I'm giving Dalot positive encouragement. I'm, giving him the push. I'm telling him we're backing him. We're behind you, So you get a little bit more connection beforehand with them every single game. Dalot, I love you. In a footballing terms, by the way, I love you. Keep shining, keep doing amazing, Dalot. Keep doing amazing. Moving on, there's some more quotes as well. Dalot says it's special, it's special Old Trafford, and then walking through the tunnel, warming up, playing the game every time, every moment is special. And sometimes when you play a lot of games there, you can forget how much of a good experience it is at Old Trafford. Wow. Dalot, man, such a cutie you are, such a cutie. I can't wait to see you, Dalot, in Old Trafford. I hope you're there on Saturday. I look forward to seeing you. And I particularly like Dalot's hairstyle as well. He's got a really nice hairstyle. Envious for sure. Dallo says, I make sure that I bring a lot of fans, a lot of family to experience a game at Old Trafford. And they all say it's just something they never experienced. And that always means that is something so special. I mean, when are you going to bring me, Dallo? I mean, please, I'm here. Dallo, I'm right here. Invite me to your box. I will be there. I will clap. I will cheer. I always do anyways. Obviously, everybody knows. I sing, I shout, I let it all out. But yeah, I would love to be invited by you, Dallo. I'm a big fan of Diogo Dalot, actually. And I remember you've signed many of my shirts, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you very much as well for that. Is there any more? Yeah, there's another one as well. Dallas says, like I used to say, the Manchester United fans are the 12th man every time. I think we feel that we need them every single game. Whether we're winning or if we're losing, they are always there and they always have that. That's it. That's amazing. We are the 12th man. Look how he's such a cutie. He's such a gentleman. Honestly, saying such positive things about Old Trafford. Hello, thank you very much. I think I think when he was saying these quotes, he was thinking of me. I'll be honest. I think he was thinking of me. Couple of super chats I'll just go through quickly. Thank you very much for the super chats as well, everyone. Let me see. I don't want to miss any of them, so I'll just scroll up a little bit, bring it up. Ronnie, thank you very much for the super chat. Says, Hojlund just signed his contract. Faz, you legend. Thank you very much. I am no legend. I'm not the legend, by the way. I'm just a normal human being like you, but thank you very much for the super chat and the kind words. Paul says, Will Rasmus Hojlund play Saturday or Sunday? Do you know? Well, nobody called Rasmus Hojlund will be playing Saturday or Sunday, Paul. I hate to break it to you, mate. I hate to break it to you, Paul. But unfortunately, Rasmus Hojlund will not be playing. But you will see his cousin, who's called Rasmus Hojlund, who will not be playing, but he will be there. He will be there. So you will definitely see him. Decoy Gaming says, I would bring MG back if it triggers the final blow and the Glazers are forced out. Also, clinical goal scorer and balls. I'll get into that. I'll give you my 2 pence on MG as well. KD says, Faz, why are you moving like this today? I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It's a good movie, that, Barbie. Good movie. I like that movie quite a bit. I like it a lot. Moving on. Anyways, moving on. I think there was a couple of more as well. Is there? Let me see. Any others? No. Thank you very much to the members who have stayed for a member in the United Stand community as well. Appreciate you, Paul, being one of them who's been a member for 6 months. I forgot to shout you guys out, so I will give you guys a shout out as well. Renee, who's been a member for 40 months. Lord, 40 months. That's a long time. Thank you very much for your support. KD, who's been a member for 1 month. Thank you very much for staying a member as well. And Nick Ireland, who's been a member for 1 month, says, lol, that was funny, Faz. What was funny? I don't think I said a joke. I don't think I said a joke. I think everything is honest and serious. Anyways, moving on. Another bit of, there's actually more stuff from Diogo Dalot, my one of my favorite players. Anyways, Dalot says, actually, hold on a second. Admin. Funny how all the people were trolling me for my mic could hear when I sang I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. I thought my mic wasn't working. But well, my mic is working, right? I got you. I definitely got you. Listen, you can't cook the chef, and I am the chef. I just don't have the hat and the apron on, but I'm definitely the chef. And the chat tried to troll me, and I got you guys back. So you can hear me. All you trolls out there, you can hear me. Anyways, another bit of quote from Dallo says, that is something you cannot ask more of from all our fans in the world. Every time you play, every time you go away games, they always make sure that they are there supporting us no matter where or how many hours or even flights you have to make. That's true. Very true. I was in the Wolves game and I was giving it. I was singing Wolves away. I remember Barcelona away. I was singing my heart and lungs out. And I will be there. as well, singing and shouting and letting it all out. I won't be singing Barbie though, I'll be honest, but I'll be singing other songs. We need a Rasmus Hojlund song, and I definitely like Kev's Onana song. If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out. Kev's song on Onana. That's I consent. I co-sign that one. I like that one. Kev's got talent. Britain's got talent, but Kev definitely has got talent. So, yeah, big up to Kev for that. Diallo also says, it's always special, and I have a really special place in my heart for Manchester United fans named Faz. He doesn't say Faz, unfortunately, but you get the point. They missed up the Z. They said fans instead of Faz, F-A-Z. They wrote F-A-N. But anyways, it's still the same thing. But yeah, that's a couple of quotes from Diallo. You know what? I'm going to move on a serious note and give you guys my 2 pence on Mason Greenwood, if I may. Yeah, typo from Manchester United, actually. They meant Faz, but they typed in fan. I don't know why. Terrible mistake. Terrible. I will speak to Manchester United on that. Anyways, let me touch on Mason Greenwood. Jokes aside, let me get a little bit of drink before I do. Tastes like a good transfer window, that. Murder madness indeed. Anyways, Mason Greenwood, serious topic. Let's talk. Mason Greenwood, how can I best say this? I think Manchester United have been very, very successful so far last season. It has been a very successful season. And one of the most important things to consider is Mason Greenwood hasn't been a part of Manchester United for a few seasons. Mason Greenwood hasn't played a single minute of competitive football for a few seasons. I think Manchester United has done really well without him, and Manchester United will continue to do well without him. We have won a Carabao Cup. Really, really enjoyed that Carabao Cup final. We went to the FA Cup final and went toe-to-toe with Manchester City. We gave it our all. We came third in the Premier League with Arsenal and City battling out for the top position, with Newcastle right behind us, putting pressure. Liverpool in the latter stages of the season, putting pressure on us as well. We did well. And this was all without Mason Greenwood. I think the sheer amount of backlash that this will bring is not needed. The backlash is actually never going to die out. And the backlash is unnecessary and unfair on the fans and the other players in Manchester United. I think Mason Greenwood can play football. Elsewhere is perfectly fine. But in Manchester United, it is so unfortunate that his career has gone down this route. You know, you have to consider how sensitive this topic is. But I think we will be perfectly fine without him. We have been. That's the most important thing, is we have been fine without Mason Greenwood. We haven't missed Mason Greenwood. We didn't think about Mason Greenwood when we were in the Carabao Cup final. We didn't think about Mason Greenwood when we were in the FA Cup final. We didn't think about Mason Greenwood when we slapped Barcelona out of Europa League. We didn't think of Mason Greenwood when we were trying to come top 4 in the Premier League and successfully did it. That is plain, simple facts. We didn't. And what is to say that he will be the same player that he was when he used to play? This is play. What is to say he's going to be? You don't know. He has. If I ask you not to, for example, do a particular task for 4 weeks, if you go back to do that task in 4 weeks, you are going to forget some things. You are going to be slower than before. You are going to be a bit more rustier than before. And Mason Greenwood hasn't played a minute of competitive football, but YouTube comps are telling you that he can play for Manchester United. No, he can't. Because he hasn't played competitive football at the highest level. So why are you thinking that he can come back and be the Mason Greenwood that he was? Because he can't. He hasn't played any competitive football. And we don't deserve the backlash from the away games, from the media, from all of the fans in the world. We don't. I wish him, his family, all of his partner, the child, everyone, nothing but good blessings and good luck. But we don't need it. We've been fine without him. We let Cristiano Ronaldo go. We've been fine. Absolutely fine. And we will be fine if he leaves to another club. He's not bigger than Manchester United. Mason Greenwood is not bigger than Manchester United. What makes you think that Mason Greenwood must and should come back? Why? Absolutely, why? I don't understand. Why? We don't, like, people don't want Mbappe because he comes with headache. People do not want Kylian Mbappe. There are a set percentage of fans who did not want Rabiot. There are a set percentage of fans who did not want Kylian Mbappe because they come with headaches. Rabiot and his family, they come with headaches. Kylian Mbappe and his antics, they come with headaches. But hey, Mason Greenwood should come back. If Manchester United decide to keep him, and Ten Hag decides to keep him and use him, I have to back the manager. You and I, did we not agree as a community that we will be backing the manager? So, if they keep him, I back my manager to make the decisions going forward. If they don't keep him, I am not pressed one bit. Absolutely one bit. He hasn't played a single minute of professional football for nearly 2 years. And it's not to say that he can be the same player. Players have a little niggle injury and they don't come back the same. And you're asking a player to come back and expecting him to score 20 goals a season when he's not played competitive football. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Someone said it's nothing to do with Ten Hag. Well, you're an idiot. Because who's the manager? And who's going to play the players? You? Somewhat like the naivety in the fans, some of them, it's nothing to do with Ten Hag. Well, of course it is. Of course it is to do with Ten Hag. Ten Hag is the manager. I don't understand. Plain and simple, we'll be okay if Mason Greenwood doesn't come and play for Manchester United. We have been okay. We did really well last season. We didn't miss him one bit, and we won't miss him if he leaves. Plain and simple. Thank you very much. And that's my 2 pence on Mason Greenwood. If he comes back and the manager uses him, that's on the manager. We back the manager. Simple. Simple. And if we face backlash, these same fans that are saying they want him back, they'll be hiding in their caves and they'll be saying, I never said I wanted him back. The media. Rasmus Hojlund just signed for Manchester United, and Sky Sports spent all of their resources trying to make trying to make content out of Rasmus Hojlund and Haaland. Imagine what the media will be doing if Manchester United brought back Mason Greenwood. It's plain and simple. Plain and simple. Someone says, Faz, you are not a prolific footballer. You cannot understand. Well, can you, Mark? Mark N, MUFC fan. Mark N, do you play competitive football? Are you a professional footballer? Are you signed to a club? What gives you the right to say what I can and can't say? It is my opinion. Just like you have an opinion to say I don't, well, here you have it. Because I don't think a professional footballer is here in the chat. So hold that. We'll be fine without Mason Greenwood. People who are crying and whatever, get over it. We've won the Carabao Cup. We come third in the Premier League. We won in the FA Cup final. We were borderline going to close in on Europa League and we fumbled it. But it's okay. We'll be perfectly fine. Stop moaning and crying. Big up to Bants13 for becoming a member in the United Stand as well. Welcome to the members community. Super chat from J Dot says, "Yo, was good fast. Thank you for doing this live, bro. No problem. Thank you, thank you." But yeah, that was it. Really, that was it. I don't think there's anything else to say or report. I have covered pretty much everything for you guys today. Thank you very much for joining the live. Someone says, "Fast, do you?" No, I'm not going to read that. You got me there. Mark N is now laughing. Well, good. Anyways, thank you very much for everybody for joining the live. I appreciate you all. It is always nice to hear other people's opinion and read out other people's opinion. And it is also nice to give your own. This is a beautiful sport, and it's true. You are going to disagree with me on some things, and I am going to disagree with you on some things. But I will leave you with one thing. Someone says sing. I would, but I don't know. I don't know. Someone says, Faz, you're just spewing Mark's narrative. No, I'm not. This is my own opinion. Absolutely 100% my own opinion. So stop trying to dig for things and fish for things, because you guys are failing miserably as well. You guys can't take that I have an opinion, and my opinion actually makes you question your own opinion, and you can't take it. It hurts. It burns inside of you, and let it burn. Anyways, thank you very much. We will see what happens with Fred. We will see what happens with Donny van der Beek, and we will most certainly see what happens with Mason Greenwood in Manchester United. But whatever it is, we will be here to cover it. We will be here to talk about it. You will hear my 2 pence. But yeah, thank you all for joining. There will be shows coming in tomorrow, the Lens game as well. There'll be a video preview for the Lens game tomorrow coming out as well. So make sure you tune in for that. Thank you all for joining. Big up to everyone for the super chats or the members. And thank you for the mods as well. I will catch you all in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care, people. Peace.